Hello guys and welcome to a new We Talk UAV video. A lot has been talked about the DJI OSMO Pocket since its release and a lot of questions have been made by you. We have taken the most interesting and the ones that have not been answered by anyone and we're gonna answer them. Let's go inside. Hello guys and welcome again. This is Alex Asmacher with Chivo on the camera, and the reason why we made a 17-minute review was in order to answer some questions that other reviews from 11-12 minutes were not responding. So many questions of other videos like audio and all that we did answer. But still there are things and nice comments and questions of you guys, because there are sometimes people that are just asking things that have been resolved in the video. They are very bummy, and then there are people hating, and then there are nice people like you using their brains, common sense, and asking things that we go and check and now make a video for you. So this is for you. The first question, a nice question and very important one, and it's not been responded yet. They say if you can save directly to a USB-C external drive after shooting. Well, two things here. First of all, if you connect the phone and you don't have an SD card on your Osmo Pocket, it will tell you no SD card. However, you'll be able still to film. And if I start filming, it will record and it will save it directly on my phone. However, there is one problem. It won't be the 4K resolution that I'm actually shooting. It will be some kind of cache image in Full HD and kind of lower resolution. Answering completely this question, there is no way that you can save your files somewhere else on a hard disk drive or anything like that. So only on your phone. The next question is whether I can manually set a focus point when using your phone, and obviously yes, just by tapping, as you know, on the drones or at some other devices you can. Leo asks us what's the lens equivalent to a 35mm, and DJI does not give you the official number on their website, they just give you the field of view of 80 degrees. And doing a little bit of research and some math, we came up with a solution. It's about 22mm. Of course, if you are comparing it to the GoPro, the field of view and everything will be way more narrow. But still, we're talking here about a wide-angle lens that when using your arm straight, it will still be very wide. Another very interesting question is that if we can use any USB-C to 3.5mm adapter and if it will work. On their website, on DJI's website, there is an adapter. We don't really know if you go out and buy one for $1 if that will work. What we do know, and we have some information, apparently any microphone with a connection of a Type-C will allow you to record audio on here. That's all we know. Another very interesting question we've got a lot and people have been talking is if you can use the Pro mode without the phone attached. And the answer is clearly yes. Once you are in the Pro mode, I'll show you now in detail. Once you're in Pro mode, you take off the phone and you'll maintain the same settings that you had previously on your phone in here. And then if you want to switch into the camera mode, like photo or time-lapse, it will ask you, as you can see, exit the Pro mode, yes or no. So you cannot change the settings you just set up, but you can use them once, or at least till the first change. Another interesting question is whether we can achieve the infinite roll, you know, that inception shot like on the Ronin, and the answer is no, even though you have the FPV mode and you could do it manually, but of course it doesn't make any sense. This means the answer is no, but interesting is if you are in, for example, the tilt locked mode on your phone, you have it connected and then you take it off, you have to quit the Pro mode in order to change, for example, into the FPV mode. And while the phone is connected, there is no way of changing this mode. So can it charge while recording? People were complaining a lot about only 120 minutes. The LiPo battery is inside. I cannot really change it. What's the purpose of having an extra power bank? Well, yes, you can charge while recording. You'll have to connect your Type-C and you'll be able to have your power bank here and keep recording, so yes. One of the most interesting questions is it possible to shoot D-Log or D-Cine-like? Well, yes but no. All the reviews we saw out there were using iPhones and their app, the app they were using, they could do Cine-like. But on our app on Android, we could not. So right now, apparently, it is not included in the new firmware coming, and when you buy the Osmo Pocket and download the DJI Mimo app, you won't be able to shoot in Cinelike, and that's why in our review we complained about this. Like, we don't have any flat profile or anything like that. So probably they will include it in the future, but right now what we do know is that it's not included. Is the zooming option, is it available in it? No, there is no. Of course, no mechanical zoom, of course no digital zoom as we saw, and the reason is maybe we're waiting for an Osmo Pocket 2 that will include some zoom, like the Mavic 2 Zoom. Right now we're on the Spark and Mavic Air camera. You know, but... Anthony Smith has a great question. He says, I have watched 3 other reviews of the Osmo Pocket, but this review has it all. Thanks for the time and trouble you have taken to do this. This is not a question, this is just something that I really liked when reading, so I included it in this video. Just don't be mad, please. Let's talk a little bit about negative sides, and Thomas asked, what do folks who have phones with micro USB, not USB-C, do with this item, blah, 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 blah. They are probably missing at least 1/3 of their market, and it is true. And I've been researching a little bit, and if you have a phone, a smartphone like the S7 or some older phones, you won't be able to connect your phone to the Osmo Pocket. Right now, DJI does not offer any kind of adapter or anything, and this is like, you know, there are sometimes brands that are doing this. Apple is doing it. The new MacBook does not even have micro SD or SD slots, so what am I doing if I'm filming with this camera? You know, all those kind of things. Sometimes they push a little bit too hard. This may be pushing a little bit too much. Tom says if it does object tracking as well as face tracking, and the answer is yes. You can, by, as we saw on our review, by tapping twice the screen, you will track any object or person or whatever. If they go out of the image and they go back in, if it's not like too fast, it will track it again. Faces, for sure, almost 100% of the time. When I was doing the selfie shots, and I just went out of the screen and then back again, inside, it was tracking my face again. Daniel sums up pretty much all the not so good things about the Osmo Pocket, and he asks, why is the sky always blown out? It is a narrow FOV, and it's way too close for vlogging, and the audio sounds horrible. And it is true. But let me talk about the sky blown out. Let's wait for the filters. Let's wait for doing and getting some experience on the Osmo Pocket, and we'll be able, I'm pretty sure, to avoid those skies that are blown out. The narrow FOV, well, you'll have the extension rod. If you don't want to use it, when stretching your arm completely, it is not that narrow. We're talking here about a wide angle lens, as we told you before. On the review, I was just like this. I did not have the phone included. I did not know what it was recording, but with the phone, probably I'll go and stretch a little bit more my arm. I'm not a vlogger, so I don't really know what people will say about this, but I think it is enough. And the audio, when solving it with the adapters and all the microphones, just by putting somehow the microphone attached to it, I think that it will solve all 3 problems that right now people are complaining about. The last question, can you stream? The last question is, can you stream to Facebook Live with it or Instagram or anything? And the answer is right now, no, you can't. You just can't. We just tried all the different settings and tried to film on Instagram Live and everything, and it's not working. We don't discard it for the future, but I believe with the third-party app and the DJI Mimo app, even though some DJI drones like the Inspire, I remember that there were some options that you could do it. Right now you cannot do this. And the last question, it's not a question by Wei Gong. He says, DJI is a company of China. I am very proud for it, and we are happy that you are proud, and it's always good to feel the call of your country. Thanks guys for watching this video. I really hope that it solved some of your questions. If not all, just let us know in the comments. If you stayed up to this point of the video, you will know that our next video is gonna be very interesting. We're gonna attach this to some drones and make a footage comparison that will be live in a couple of days from now on, and nothing really else to say. We'll also do some low light comparisons, footage and all that, so stay tuned. Leave the thumb, sub if you're not yet. Yeah, my elbow, I'm sorry. And nothing really else to say. Always remember to keep calm and talk to you EV.